The Sea of Galilee stretched endlessly before them, its waters dark and restless under the gathering storm. Yeshua and his disciples had set out across the lake after a long day of teaching, their boat cutting through the waves under the dimming sky. The evening air was thick with the scent of salt and wood, and a gentle breeze carried the echoes of the people they had left behind. At first, the rocking of the boat was rhythmic, soothing even. The disciples, many of whom were seasoned fishermen, handled the vessel with ease. But as they sailed further, the wind began to shift, growing stronger with each passing moment. Dark clouds rolled in, swallowing the stars, and an ominous chill settled over the waters. Then, without warning, the wind howled violently, and the waves rose like mountains, crashing over the sides of the boat. The disciples sprang into action, gripping the oars and straining against the storm. Water sloshed into the boat, drenching them to the bone. The vessel pitched and heaved, tossed like a toy in the hands of a raging sea. Fear tightened in their chests as they struggled to keep control. This was no ordinary storm. This was chaos unleashed, threatening to consume them all. And yet, in the midst of the turmoil, Yeshua lay at the stern of the boat, resting on a cushion, undisturbed. The disciples couldn't believe their eyes. They were fighting for their lives, and he was sleeping? Panic seized them as another wave crashed over the deck, nearly capsizing the boat. Desperation overtook reason, and they rushed to him, shaking him awake. "Rabbi, don't you care that we're about to perish?" Peter's voice cracked with terror, his hands trembling as he gripped Yeshua's shoulder. Slowly, Yeshua sat up, his eyes calm and steady. Without hesitation, he rose to his feet, stepping into the heart of the storm. The wind screamed around him, the waves clawed at the boat, but he remained unmoved. Lifting his hand, he spoke with authority that echoed through the heavens. "Quiet, be still." In an instant, the wind ceased. The waves flattened as if commanded by an unseen force. The sea, once a raging beast, became as smooth as glass. A hush fell over the disciples as they stood, breathless and wide-eyed. Silence. The only sound was the quiet lapping of the water against the hull. The storm was gone, vanquished with a mere word. Yeshua turned to them, his gaze piercing yet gentle. "Why are you so afraid? Do you still have no faith?" The disciples exchanged glances, their hearts pounding not from fear of the storm, but from the realization of who stood before them. They had seen him heal the sick, cast out demons, and teach with divine wisdom, but this was power beyond comprehension. They whispered among themselves, voices trembling, "Who is this, that even the wind and the sea obey him?" In that moment, they understood. Yeshua was no mere teacher or prophet. He wielded authority over creation itself. He was the master of the wind and waves, the one who speaks and the storm must obey. As the boat continued toward the shore, the sea remained calm, but in the hearts of the disciples, a different kind of storm had begun, the storm of revelation. They had witnessed the impossible. They had encountered the power of the living God in a way that would change them forever. For Yeshua had not just calmed the sea that night, He had calmed their souls.